Okay, I want to start out this video with a little information here, what I'm doing, what I'm using when I'm tracking. So one of the things here I like is from what I learned here, the Sasquatch Field Guide. The Sasquatch Field Guide by Dr. Jeff Meldrum. So right here in it, I like to use this because you want to measure the step, which is from one hill to the next, and then you want to measure the stride, which is from one hill to the same foot, the same hill and the same foot. So it'd be like the heel of the left foot to the heel of the left foot, or either the heel of the right foot to the heel of the right foot. That's the stride. And also here he goes into the gait. Okay, so in here he does the step, the stride, he does the straddle. So the straddle is the difference from the edge of the foot to the edge of the foot. So a lot of these that we're finding are almost straight in line. So a lot of these that we're finding too, they're straight in line. The feet are more straight in line, where this is more of a staggered step here that he's actually showing. But more what we find is more of a straight in line. So there's not hardly much of a straddle at all. And then the angle of the gait, which this kind of helps illustrate too, is how much of an angle it's going from each step. So this kind of helps with that. Alright, so I like using this field guide because of that. It shows you the mid-tarsal break, what to look for with the mid-tarsal break, and how a foot would work with the mid-tarsal break. It tells you about making a cast. So I'll do more videos too on the casting. I got a lot more videos planned. This also tells you about the hairs. I'm going to do more videos on the hairs as well. I have a new microscope now too, a bigger, more professional microscope that I'm going to start using here soon. So that's one of the tools that I use. Another tool that's really good is a guide like this. It shows you the difference between the deer and the wild hog. Out in the wild, people really have a hard time determining the deer prints from the wild hog prints. So I'm going to try to start showing some more of that too, and how to tell the difference when I'm out there in the field. And the differences between like the coyote and the dog. The coyote is more oval shaped. A lot of times too, I overlook the fox. I tend to overlook that myself sometimes, thinking it's either a small dog or mixing it up with a coyote, a small coyote. But I do tend to overlook these myself. And I have found panther tracks out here where we searched, bobcat. I found otter tracks, squirrel, rabbit, all that. Raccoon is really popular, a really common item to find. So anyway, I tend to overlook skunks too. We have skunks here in Florida. I tend to overlook them as well. And I have found black bear tracks, and of course turkey and the blue heron, and we also have the sandhill cranes, which are similar to these. So anyway, this is some of the things here too. And they don't show the alligator on here either. The alligator's a track that I don't come across too often, but I have seen it a few times. So also the tape measures. You'll see I do a lot of measuring the foot, the width and the length, measuring the step and the stride, and also the green flashlight. In low light conditions, it really helps bring out all the little details of looking at a footprint. So I just wanted to put this in the very beginning of my video here and show you some of the tools that I'm using here in the video. I want to show you all something here, because looking at paper like this with the footprints, and even looking on Google, sometimes the footprints aren't exactly like you would think, the tracks. So, okay, so you got the white-tailed deer. And then this is white-tailed deer. So it depends on the ground too. Like this is sand. Hasn't really it rained real lightly the other night. But you're gonna have differences in the sand, in mud, in hard areas, in leaves. It's gonna be a little different here and there. So you got a deer track right there. It's going that way, like that one's showing you. And you can see it's kind of heart-shaped. And a lot of people have a hard time with the hog tracks and the deer tracks, telling them apart. But like this deer track is more like a V shape like that, more like this is. And then I'm going to show you, right here's another one. So you can see kind of see the difference here, and seeing it, what it actually looks like and what it looks like on paper. And it's got the V shape. It's going that way. It's kind of got that's almost like a heart shape, really. How it comes out like that. And these are pretty fresh. One thing I'll do is I'll kick the sand. See how that sand, I just kicked it with my finger and it looks the same. So that was done this morning. That could have been done like right before daylight or so. But it was done this morning. Or it could have been done after daylight. But those are really fresh. Can you put that back in? Here's where a small animal crossed through the fence. Something with a tail. You can see where the tail dragged behind it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's what it was, armadillos. That's what I just seen cross the trail over there with the tail. They make a lot of noise. They can sound like a wild hog going through there. Alright, I'm fixing to turn around here. I didn't yet. Here's Some nice hog tracks right here. See that one pretty good. And then you can see right here where they've been crossing the fence right here. This wild hog's been going through the fence there. Yeah, here's some more of their tracks. That's a wild hog track. I'm going right through the fence there. Okay, so besides this that I use as a tool tracking, this is another good tool, Google. You can type in any kind of footprint. So like here I did a bobcat footprint, and it'll pull up a lot of different images of bobcat footprints, and you can click on them and you can look at them in sand and mud, and it shows comparisons of like bobcat and dog, other animals. So Google's a really good tool to use to compare footprints with what you found or tracks and stuff like that. So even just like typing in animal tracks on Google, and you can go to different sites. Like this here, this is showing you pages similar to the one I have here on there that you could go to, and these would all help as a tool to help you learn different animal tracks, what they look like, what to look for. So by going on this and clicking it, and then it brings up the different pages here in pictures. So like this first one here is showing you a lot of different animals, what the tracks look like. Like some of them we don't have here, like the elk we don't have here in Florida. And like we don't have snow, so the tracks are different here than they would be trying to track out west somewhere up north where you might be in the snow, because we're not used to snow here. Alright, and then here's another one that's similar to the one I have. So here's another one that's similar to what I have here. So like this is Florida animals. Like this one here, this one's Massachusetts. So they got moose on there. We don't have moose here. So there's you know, there's gonna be differences here in these, but they'll help you. And then too, if you get like this one here, I'm gonna click on it. So you take ones like this that shows you the trackway. Some of them are staggered, some of them are straight in line. So that'll help you too with determining tracks if you're seeing a trackway, finding quite a few tracks in line, and if they're actually like in line or if they're staggered. So that can help you too to determine tracks. And there's several of them on here. And that's just from going to Google and clicking on animal tracks. And you got ones like this one. This one shows you a lot of different birds, a lot of the different bird tracks. Okay, and then here's the one I have. This is the actual printout that I have here that I've been using. So it's on here too. So you can just click on that. You can save it and print it. So I'll save this page and I'll put the link into this page so you can see, you can find that. But as you can see, there's lots of these on here. There's a lot of them on here. But Google's a really good tool to use for learning the footprints, animal tracks. There's a spot where wild hogs have been crossing the fence. You can see the mud on the bottom strand of barbed wire and some hairs there. They get that mud on them to help control the insects and like fleas and stuff, mosquitoes. This is a little trail that the hogs have been using. Here's some deer tracks right here. Deer tracks are usually a little more heart-shaped and you come to a point a little more than the hog tracks do. And I'm also seeing some coyote tracks right here. There's the deer track. There's coyote tracks. I'm on another trail where there's no human tracks at all. It's just animal tracks. Coyote tracks, huh? Yeah.
Bobcat.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fresh deer tracks. The bobcat track. Yeah. Coyote tracks here too. More fresh deer tracks. It's a nice deer track right there. Yeah, I think that's coyote because there was that big coyote track right there. Yeah, it's fresh. Yeah.
That's about fresh you get.
Yep, coyote.
They're scat.
Yeah.
They know we're not here to harm them or harm anything, for that matter.
That's probably a coyote. Or there's somebody's had their dog out here with them. Show you this while we're walking through here. I seen a hoof print right here. And then right here there's a big deer track. That's a pretty big deer. There's more right here. That's a pretty big deer walking through here. This is an animal trail right here. So we're walking over here to look at this white marker. This is right on this animal trail. So that's not actually white, that was yellow. That used to be yellow. So it's been there a long time. Yeah, that's been there a long time. So this is an animal trail here, going up into the palmettos here. So I'll look around a little bit for any footprints. And it splits off. There's more animal trails right here too.
I think I might have seen something.
Yeah, we'll go back. Here's a footprint.
Yeah. Maybe they all just walked through here. Or some of them did.
No, look. You can't even tell I stepped there. It's about a 13-inch footprint.
Here's another one.
My boot's about 12. Yeah, because look at the how far apart it is. You want to hold this? I'll measure it real quick.
Is it on?
Yeah. You'll stand back and film me though. Stand back and film me so you can see anything. Yeah, it's 13, maybe 13 and a half.
Alright.
And then there's the matching ones at foot.
Right there.
On the heel. To the heel, 44 inches. 44 inches from heel to heel. That's the step. And it's a 13 and a half inch footprint. That one's the same. It's about 13 and a half. 44-inch footprint from one heel to the other. Next step.
Which way do you think it's going?
Look, I stopped right there twice already.
I think it's going that way.
It's going that way.
You've got, there's like a little branch here that's snapped. That little section there, I don't know if that's the
Because look, the normal step, even like mine, I'm nowhere near that far.
Yeah, but look, here's like might be another one.
Something's broken off there.
Yeah.
And if you look out,
Yeah, that would be the next one. Yeah.
you can
Yeah,
see the
and
path,
Yeah.
as long as it wasn't being removed. So if you said you just did that,
This is broke too. Yeah, and that.
there's a couple sticks over here too
Oh,
that
yeah.
look like they were
You
broke.
can see an impression here. So look, that's 13 and a half.
Same thing.
Yeah, same thing. And this is heel to heel. This one's a little bit more. Of course, it was stepping over this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you got a 50-inch step right there.
And you said the other one was 44?
Yeah, the other one was 44, this one's 50.
So they went a little bit
'Cause it was
longer
probably
going
leaning
over.
more, yeah, because
Over
it's
the
stepping
tree.
over this, yeah. And still caught part of it.
Yeah, because this is like super squishy.
Yeah,
But it's not like,
but it springs back up,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so right there, so the next one.
Oh, you want me to hold that?
Yeah, I'm looking for the next footprint.
Oh, okay. Well, there's an indentation there.
This is probably it right here.
Yep, yep, there, look, yep, right here.
Okay.
And then right here.
This is a tree too. Now there are chunks there.
Yeah,
I can
that's
hold that if
fresh.
you want me to now.
Chunk
Just-
there too.
Okay, yeah,
That
that's
was
pretty
along
fresh
the
there.
pathway.
Try to see how many I can find. But that was 3 in a row. This is where hogs have been rubbing the tree.
Yep,
Yeah.
that one too.
You
That
see,
one,
most of
both.
the time when hogs are rubbing, it's darker. Like over here, this is dark. They're getting the oils and the mud off of them.
Oh.
They get in the mud and roll around in the mud, and then when it dries, it gets the insects off of them, and then they'll rub it off on the trees.
To get it off.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Tim, do you think this
Animal
is
trail
an?
through here, and you can see they've been rubbing.
Do you think that's an impression there, or no?
They've been rubbing these.
This guy just literally like is in the way, but
Yeah, that could be right here. Yeah. And it's still coming the same direction.
Yeah, and you got here, look, you got one here. That looks like one too.
pushed down.
And it's just going that way.
Yeah, that could be.
Like if we bounce back pretty good, jumping on
Yeah,
stuff.
to do, yeah.
Look around even more.
Go ahead and stop that. And what I was wanting to do is show you this. Right here. Can you see this?
Yep.
This shows the footsteps. This shows you how to measure the step
The stride.
from one hill to the next. And then the stride is considered like from the left foot hill to the left foot hill.
Mm-hmm.
The step is from one hill to the next hill. But then the stride is from like the left or the right hill to the next left or right from the same foot. That's what they consider the stride. And there's also a pitch for the angle of the foot, which most of these we're finding are straight in line, pretty much straight in line. But this is the Sasquatch field guide that I carry with me too, and I like to use it to learn stuff like that as far as the feet, making casts in the feet. It tells you how to make casts of the track, stuff like that. It tells you about the feet and the mid-tarsal breaks. Right here it shows the mid-tarsal break in a cast. It tells you about some of the hairs. It tells you about the hairs and some of the scat. So I just wanted to show that real quick.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Looks like it's from Dr. Melvin too, huh?
Yeah, that's from Dr. Melvin.
Yep.
Melvin, yeah, he put these out. Yeah,
That's really cool.
yeah.
Doesn't get any better than that.
You
Yep.
don't.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy how that Mike talks to him. It is.
Yeah, Mike said he'll call him and talk to him for like 45 minutes, talking about the footprints and stuff, and yeah.
Seems like a really nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See that? Perfect.
Yeah, you can see the toes pretty good.
Oh, thanks.
About 12 inches.
That's a good one.
About 12, actually about 12 and a half.
It's gotta be more than that.
Yeah, there's probably more right here. It's 5 inches wide.
That's almost like a rabbit or something.
It's pretty good. Some of that little stuff fell into it after it was made. But you can see the toes right there. There's another one right behind it.
Oh,
12
it
and a
sure
half
is,
inches.
isn't it?
Yeah. There's the next one behind it. It's 12 and a half. 5 inches wide. Yeah. Hill to hill is about 44 inches again.
Just like that one
Yeah.
over there.
Mm-hmm. About 43, 44. Yeah.
Still walking in that relatively straight line. I know.
Yeah,
it's the
straight
same
line.
size,
Yeah, that's
but
right.
you
It
still
is.
got that.
Let me see.
On that one.
Yeah, it
Look
is.
at you now.
Oh, it sure is.
Yeah. Yeah.
What
Here's
is
the
that?
toe, big toe.
What is that back there? Is that a leaner? 3 flat? Right there? Right behind Debbie?
That one's about 10 inches, maybe 11. That one's probably about 11 inches. But yeah, this is the toes right there.
Not very wide. See how wide it
It
is.
comes back narrow like some of the other ones we found.
Yeah, that looked
Yeah.
almost like you could see a mid-tarsal break.
Yeah,
on
because it comes back smaller too, like we've been seeing narrow.
There's probably a whole family in here.
Mm-hmm. This is all mashed down right now. It's about 10, 10 and a half. So that should be the next one right there. It's about a 36-inch step to back hill to hill. This is all mashed down here.
Sure is.
I don't know if that's one or not, but it's about 12 inches, that whole area. But all this grass has been mashed down into it.
I would think there'd be something in the dirt that's softer here. Since you're walking dead center of the trail.
Yep. Yeah, that's pretty much going straight. It's not staggered like we step. I was trying to look around here to see what this is here. I'm seeing fresh deer tracks right there. I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure if this is a different animal. There's fresh deer track. Yeah, that's fresh deer track right there. See how it's heart shaped? That's a doe when it's heart shaped like that.
Oh, it's hard.
Yeah.
Is that a raccoon right there? Right
Yeah, that's raccoon. Yeah.
there? They're all walking dead center here.
Yeah.
Interesting how, you've got that crystal clear right in the mud, right? And it's like nothing like that. It's more of just going up the dirt, not leaving any definitive impression.
Mm-hmm. Alright, you can stop it. This is animal trails all through here. So I think that's a buck rub right there. This is a well-used animal trail too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You know what it looks
Yeah,
like? Black
that's deer
beans.
skin. Yeah, it does. Yeah.
It looks like
Covered
black
raisins,
beans.
Yeah.
Troubles with their almonds. Haven't eaten
Maybe
anything
that's
today.
what's in black beans when we buy them. They just don't tell us.
I'm a little nervous now.
Deer will stand still and poop like that. And poop in a pond. Some of this is really hard to tell. I'm seeing some disturbed leaves here, trying to tell if it was a footprint. Yeah, right there kind of looks like that 13-inch footprint we were seeing back there. That could be what that is. Okay, and then here's something else I'm going to show you too. You can look up these on YouTube. There's several of them. Nature Reliance is the first one. And I'll put these links in the description. And then the next one is Primitive Skills. These are on YouTube. These are really, really helpful for learning all about tracking and animal tracks. Black Scout Survival. So I'll put the link to all these in the description as well, like I said. And then UF Pro. It's a guide. They have a guide to tactical tracking. So these are some real good places to go and look too, as far as learning tracking skills. So I'll put all these in the links and let you so you can check them out. Okay, I'm gonna film behind this. I'm gonna film behind this some right here where we're going out. Since we were finding that badass structure that we call it, and it had been changed and broken, and then we found the 3 footprints back there, right there in line, 13.5-inch footprints. So I'll film behind us a little right here. So we were finding deer rubs in there, deer scat. Found some other scat, I'm not sure what it was, what kind it was. Oh.
Just had to check it out.
Yeah. One that found a hole in the train.
Get some thorny things going on.
Yeah, I just broke them.
Yeah, ever since you turned my ponytail on, it's biting me now. I just so much fun.
Coyote scat.
That's old.
Yeah, that's older. Yeah. Yep. Going behind us some more.
Probably gonna be glad
Yeah. That's 9.5. This right here is turkey tracks. And a lot of scratching and stuff that they do. They're out here feeding and walking around in the trails. Mosquitoes getting you.
Yeah, if I get the thermostat to come on.
Seeing this bobcat track.
Yeah, there's some over here too. Deer track, I don't know if that's a hog track or a deer track.
That's a deer track. Yep, those are
There's
deer.
the bobcats, and you got turkeys.
Nice sized deer right there. A couple of them nice size.
Good size turkey too.
Yep, turkey tracks and bobcat tracks right there together. Yep, bobcat. Did you get it? There's all bobcat and there's another deer tracks. Let me see. Yeah, it's on.
Oh, it is on? Oh.
Yeah.
I can't see that light sometimes. Which way are we going?
Over there, we're going to take the nature trail. Okay, my thermocell's on. There's some more deer tracks. Yep. Those are probably done last night. And there's a boot or a foot there. That might be. Yeah.
Like maybe kicking out or that broke this way. There's nothing
Yeah.
That car's parked here. Thank you, honey. But it got picked up in the back of the camp, right?
Yeah.
Near me. Well, I say, those are trucks, right? You know?
Mm-hmm. Squeezing the green light before it gets too daylight. That looks like one right there too. The way the light hit it. Yeah, it looks like a left foot going the direction we're going. Yeah, you can, yeah. No, no. Yeah, I mean, it could be a boot. Yeah. And there's a truck there too, so they could have came in earlier, or they could be camping out here. You never know. It could be.
Where did it to the sand, guys? I did it back then. Unless it just washed up from the rain. It's not
Yeah,
like
it could
it's
just be
straight,
washed
but
up too. Yeah, it's hard to tell. That right there kind of looks like an impression too. The green light helps set them off so you can see them better. Yeah, it's hard to tell. That could be washout. It's hard to tell. I don't know. Yeah, that could be a footprint too. You can see it from back here. The green light really helps. I really like this. Yeah, just turn the thermal on too. That might be a foot right there too. Yeah. Yeah, it is. I think right here and right there also. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah. Here, film me real quick. Okay. Alright. So we're seeing a couple impressions here. We're seeing one here. It's got the shape of a foot. We're seeing one back here. And then we're seeing one back here. So I want to show you, if I step right here, my normal step was right there. But that next one's way up here. So can you come around there and film me? That's how far apart those are. And my foot, I can't keep my foot flat on the ground. That far apart. So look, here's that one. And then there's the next one right here. That's how far apart those are. So it's about 11 inches. Let's say maybe around 11 and a half, something like that. Yeah, it looks like it's back in here somewhere.
Good thing with your comparison of the length of your legs.
Yeah,
It was so narrow between this one and this one, like this much.
it is, yeah.
You're like this, you know.
Mm-hmm. It's about 4.5, 5 inches. It's about 39, 40 inches.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. From that hill to this hill. And about 39 inches to that one, hill to hill.
And then it's 36 and up, right?
Yeah,
Typical.
that's right, yeah.
So, that's good.
Yeah, so that looks like 3 footprints right there.
And that may have been more than too.
Yeah, there may be more, yeah. Yeah, we were seeing a few more. Alright, we'll keep looking for more.
You want to keep recording? You want to keep recording?
Now you can stop it now if you want. It's up to you, you can record.
Yeah.
Do you hear more on that video?
Yes. Never know what you might see out there too when you get home.
There could be one right there. It's possible.
That leaf is down too, huh?
Hmm?
That leaf is down there too, that clear grass that you stopped.
Mm-hmm. It's a piece of mushroom. What is that? Yeah, it's a piece of mushroom. I noticed that.
See stuff like this makes me really nervous.
This.
Watch this, it's got thorns on it.
Okay. I just got it.
You can't see on the other side.
That's true. There's that break right there. Or is it a break?
Yeah, this is that package destruction right here.
Look at that.
That's probably from the rainwater.
Think so?
Yeah. This looks disturbed right there. There's possibly something there. See, and that's disturbed right there too. That's been disturbed. I don't really see an impression there. This isn't a little maybe.
I feel like it was just thrown. Because this moved. It, like, but it wasn't him because he was
Unless it was hooked to him and fall.
possible. But I didn't see it fall there, but I'm like, he didn't do that.
Probably being watched now.
I mean, Tim, I don't know for sure, but I feel like a stick was just thrown over here.
You feel like one?
A stick. Because you were head. Come here, let me show you. You were up there.
Yeah.
And this happened. So I didn't see the stick fall,
Uh-huh.
but I just happened. I don't know if it fell from the tree, but anyway,
Okay, yeah. Well, at the same time, I was feeling we were being watched.
You said that first.
Yeah, you said that first.
Yeah.
So I mean, good.
That last time I got up in here, I felt like I was being watched from in there, and I could see water in there moving.
In here?
Where all that water's sitting still.
Yeah.
And on up in there a ways, I could see the water rippling and moving around. And back in here, the water was still perfectly still.
I remember seeing that. I didn't go that day. That's good.
Checking the meter, still on 0.001.
Do you still feel like we're being watched?
Yeah.
So this didn't have water in it right here when y'all came, right?
No, it was up along to the tree line there. Looks like it might have dried up just a little.
That's what I'm thinking.
So the marks on this tree here, are these animal claws? Or something like natural marks underwater? Like, would that be animal claws? Is that what we need? Maybe just
Yeah.
sitting in the water it splits or something.
There might be animals scratching it as they're going across, yeah. It's from right here. It don't go no further that way.
Yeah, it's because it would hit the tree here.
Yeah. And this is definitely animals been using this. And then they stop right here at the grass. And then they start again over here. Just right through here on this where this trail is. It looks like animals, yeah, crossing there.
You can see like raccoons jumping.
Could be raccoons or otters, yeah, yeah.
That just looks weird.
That, yeah, the cypress knee, yeah.
Cypress knee, it's
Mm-hmm.
all twisted and just looks neat.
Yeah. See the grass over there too, to your left? Grass right over to your left is mashed down. Yeah.
There's a lot of impressions here. It's hard to tell with myself.
This is deer here going that way. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is a possible footprint right here. See this from here to there. So that could be a footprint.
I would say so.
Yeah.
My only thing was I wondered if something moved all that debris up there and made it look like that.
Yeah, it could have too, yeah. And then rained on it, yeah. Yeah.
It's so hard to tell when the ground is in the shape of thing.
Yeah, this has been moved. All that's been moved at one time, at least by hog or something. Yeah, and of course that's been stepped on. I don't see an impression there, but that's been stepped on. Well, if that was a footprint, there's another impression right there. There's another impression right here, going the same direction. It's about 11 inches.
Like your first one?
Yeah, like the first one, yeah.
If it's further back, it's a little more than 11 if it was up
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, it's about the same.
From up here, it's looking like 5.5.
Okay. And that one's about 5.
In the stride.
So it's around 47 inches. Yeah, it's about 47.
39?
Yeah, the other one about there was 39. Tree frog. The grass there's been mashed down.
I don't know if that was the same thing or that's the same direction.
These are fresh. That's all fresh.
Can you see there's one here the same that matched down the spot?
That one's mashed down, yeah, you're right, and broke. These little limbs probably came off of that tree right there. I can't tell where they were broke from. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, there is, yeah. So there's more grass right there, broken, bent down where something walked through there. And this is a hooved animal here, there. A couple of these look like hooved animals. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Is that like would that be like a hog?
It's probably a hog, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like probably hog, yeah.
It's funny like some of these logs, trees and spinning like that. I'm
Yeah.
looking at that to make sure it's not a gator, but